We've been in this freezing-ass cave for a good, month. Hey guys, this is Hiroton Almighty, 2011. Welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Adventure DX HD. In the last episode, we got the Lightspeed shoes and the Crystal Ring, as well as getting our second Chaos Emerald from Casinopolis. However, we have our first Chaos Emerald stolen from Dr. Eggman. So now he has 2 Chaos Emeralds and we have 1, and that's not good. So, in this episode, we're heading off to the Ice Cap to hopefully get a 4th Chaos Emerald and even the odds. Now, as you may notice, I haven't uploaded in a month. I have to apologize for that. Personal life got in the way, and I'll be honest, school actually prevented me from doing a lot of stuff. With that being said, I'm actually in my final, to talk about it for a minute, I'm actually in my final semester of school, where I'm finally taking the class that I wanted to take for a good while, which is theater, because I'm trying to, which I'm trying to get into an acting major, which is impossible considering I'm at a public school, a community. And what's funny about it is that even though I can finally take what I want, in terms of classes, I'm still required to take a few other classes. And because of that, basically, I'm geez, I'm tongue-tied. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. Wow, I missed the checkpoint. Wow. I am doing terribly in this level. Mostly because I'm going off on a tangent. So I'm trying to go into acting and everything, and the classes that I have right now are theater and bio, because I have to take a lab. It's a requirement. And also I have History 20 and Art 56, which is graphic design, mostly just because they're writing intensive classes, and it's a requirement for me to take those to graduate and or transfer, which, like I said, I'm trying to transfer out to go to a school that has an acting major, because I'm trying to get into voice acting, but, I have to take theater in general. So, really, I've been busy, practicing my lines for the plays that we've been doing in theater. I had to go to the Museum of Modern Art for a mandatory trip to write a review. I have 2 papers I have to get started on and everything, and also there are days that I was just depressed and I honestly didn't feel like doing anything, so I apologize for not recording anything for the past month, but I'm back now, and hopefully I can finish Sonic's story today. At least that's what I hope to do. Hold on one second. Sorry about all the delays, I just need to check on something. Okay, I thought I was dropping frames because I was lacking like crazy. Anyway, about this level, I'm not even talking about the level. First off, let's grab this fucking checkpoint, because I'm mad I just passed by it like that. This is the Ice Cap, which, so actually, whoa, camera, again, jeez, what's with the game freaking out on me today? This Ice Cap, which you may have noticed, we're actually on the Angel Island section of Mystic Ruins, and yes, it's the same Angel Island from, the rest of the series and everything, the island that Knuckles lives on and where the Master Emerald is, for Sonic fans who know this stuff. And on top of that, this is the same Ice Cap from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which, at the first time I played this game, I honestly did not know that. Sure, it's kind of weird that this level doesn't have a remix, as even though it's a returning level, you expect it to, but I still love the music playing here. It's called Be Cool, Be Wild, and Be Groovy. And if you get the time, check it out, because it's a really, really awesome song. Also, the song that played in that cave back there, I never really liked it personally, but, it really did fit, whoa, okay. It really did fit the atmosphere well of, an Arctic cave and everything, you being isolated. It actually feels like the Ice Cavern from Ocarina of Time, which I guess is what they were going for. Sonic, you dork. If you see me crashing into stuff, again, the reason I kind of stopped before is because I was checking if I was losing frames, because I'm kind of lagging on my end, even though apparently the capture is fine, but it is still kind of weird. And on top of that also, while not as bad as 06, the snowboard controls like shit. So, if you see me crashing into stuff, like, it's not as bad as 06. Like, this is still, like, fun to play. It's just, the snowboard really doesn't handle well, and I missed a thingy. You actually want to take note of the shortcuts in this level for something later. Just keeping that in mind, because we will be coming back to this level later as another character. So anyway, Ice Cap, it's a cool level. I like that. Wow, I missed the ramp, whatever. It's a cool level, no pun intended. I love the music here. I was really shocked to find out this is the same one from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, just, you know, updated, so that's actually really cool too. And can I please get through the level without messing up? Well, I'm not going to do great on time, but we made it, and here's our 4th Chaos Emerald. Another fun fact also is that when we were getting chased by the avalanche, if you pressed, I don't know if it's in the HD version, but if you pressed Y and okay, so I'm back. Sorry about all the distractions today, jeez. Today is actually Easter Sunday, which I don't think I said that before. So today's actually been a busy day. I'm glad I saw my family and everything, and I know it's not going up on Easter, but happy Easter to everyone. I had to actually help out scooping the fish out of Jeez, maybe today wasn't a good day to record, I'm not sure. I keep getting distracted. Anyway, now that we... Ooh, cutscene. Oh my god, it's...
Knock knock, it's Knuckles.
What's up, Knuckles? Something bugging you?
No time for games, Sonic. Give me the emeralds you have, right now!
What? Let's just see you take them. Huh.
This is Knuckles! He was first introduced in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 as the guy protecting the Master Emerald and the first antagonistic force in the game besides Eggman. You can actually defeat him in like 5 seconds, but I just want to talk a bit here. This is something new added into the series. You can fight other characters, playable characters. That 3 over on the top right is essentially their health. But this fight is ridiculously easy because all I have to do is this.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I didn't even let him talk.
Oh no! The Chaos Emeralds!
Ah, Eggman.
Oh!
Ha! Like taking candy from a baby. That's a Chaos Emerald. That's right, fool! You made it all too easy! You practically gave them to me!
Hold it right there, creep! You can't get away with this! Knuckles, don't tell me Eggman tricked you again!
Me? What about you?
Way to go, Knucklehead!
Now I have 4 lovely emeralds! Chaos! These are for you, my friend!
Oh! He transformed again!
Man, no one ever cuts us any slack!
Sorry for the cut there. Again, friggin' got interrupted.
When Chaos
Oh yeah,
gets
that's
ahead,
something
it's
new.
your chance to attack.
If you mess up on a boss, the red ball of justice will actually show up and try to help you. Basically, yeah, this is Chaos 4, his fourth form, which is kind of interesting since we've only seen one form of him so far with one Chaos Emerald. And we saw a glimpse of him with 2 Chaos Emeralds. This form takes on the form of a shark, and yeah, it's kind of weird how the game's basically saying that you're fighting him in that pond, but this pond clearly did not exist when we saw it before. I mean, Sonic X did a better job explaining this, but all you have to do is basically homing attack his head. About Knuckles, yeah, that fight's ridiculously easy, and one thing Sonic Adventure DX didn't do well, which the rest of the series fixed, and then picked up royally with Sonic 06, was the character fights. Because that fight's incredibly easy, because even though there's supposed to be dialogue in that fight too, you basically, like, defeat him before he even gets to say anything. And another thing that's kind of funny is that the English dub only had, like, a few lines for the characters, but the Japanese dub actually had them say something different depending on who they were fighting. And, you know, they didn't have the whole awkward, oh no! Oh no! Anyway, this fight's typically standard, but you notice how I'm constantly jumping in the water and how I'm surprisingly not drowning or sinking to the bottom. If you go too far in the water, you actually get hurt. It's not explained how, and it's also not explained how you're slowly falling to the bottom, but you basically just want to jump around this area. Something that I normally try to do, and Chaos will try to come after you, by the way, but something I try to do during this fight, actually, is get as much rings as I can before Chaos comes after me and destroys the lily pads. Because I've actually gotten all the rings in this area, and they actually change depending on who you're playing as, but here we go. We beat him.
Hey, I'll play with you some
I believe
other
when
time.
you play... Excuse me, lily pad. I believe as Sonic there's like 35, and everyone else it's 32. Because, yeah, surprise, surprise, we have to do this fight again with other characters.
Behold my floating masterpiece, the Egg Carrier! But it pales in comparison to the power of Chaos. Adieu, until we meet again, my friends!
Hey, we can't let him get away! Let's get to my workshop and we'll take the tornado!
Yeah! You guys go. I have some unfinished business to take care of. No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here.
Come on! Let's get going!
Now we can play as Knuckles, you know.
Knock knock is Knuckles!
Oh, anyway, yeah, so now he got away with all the Chaos Emeralds and escaped on his airship, the Egg Carrier, even though we can't see it. The Egg Carrier is absolutely cool, by the way. Wow, that sounds weird. I don't know, like, when I was a kid, I was stunned by the Egg Carrier, and I still love the Egg Carrier. It's one of my favorite Eggman inventions. What's funny is that even though Knuckles says he has some unfinished business to do, he's just standing right here and you can talk to him no problem. And when you speak to him, he just says,
What's the matter? What are you waiting for?
"What am I waiting for, Knuckles? I'm waiting for you to move." Fun fact is that whenever you're playing as a character, you'll only have the power-ups when you're playing as them. So even if you have power-ups as other characters, you won't see it when you're playing from that character's perspective. This is fixed in later games like Sonic Adventure 2. Anyway, there's something in that waterfall section that I'll actually get to when we go to the extras of this game. But, that being said, let's head to Tails' workshop because we have a minigame coming up. A pretty cool one at that, too. Anyway, let's just dash up there. I overshot it. Let's go.
Sonic, wait here for a second.
Now, we enter Sky Chase Act 1, where we get to shoot down stuff in a very mediocre fashion. You can, press the B button to fire missiles, but you're not going to hit anything with that, so what I suggest is just holding down B or X and fire homing missiles. You can only home up to 6 enemies, I believe, and you don't really have to worry because it's just grading your score. It's not really, you're not really like, you know, trying to reach a goal or anything. You're basically just not supposed to die because, as you can see, you have a health bar, so you can, you know, lose this by getting hit too many times. Anyway, this kind of minigame was actually, will not ever be seen in the series until Sonic Unleashed, as weird as that sounds. And to be fair, even though I'm glad it came back in Sonic Unleashed, it sucked in Unleashed because it was a QuickTime event, and god, I hate the QuickTime events in Unleashed. When we get to Unleashed, I'll have my complaints about it, but I think people complain about the game way too much because I really love that game. But I do have my problems with it. Anyway, whoa! Oh my god, I actually survived getting hit there. A fun fact about this level is that, there's actually a boss fight that was programmed into this battle that... Oh wait, that's not till, yet. Okay, we'll talk about that later. I guess another fun fact about this is that in the Dreamcast version, you see how, something about Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure DX is that because this is before they could do motion capture and everything like they did in Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic 06, and the later games, they had a different model for like cutscenes, for doing gameplay, and for minigames. So Sonic and Tails have different models for being on the tornado and all that, separate from how their models are in the gameplay. And in Sonic Adventure, their models for gameplay and cutscenes were the same, but they had different models for minigames. In Sonic Adventure, the original on the Dreamcast, their models for being on the tornado were the same models from Sonic Jam. I'm not even kidding, they went for the low-res models because they thought no one would notice. And that's really lazy, but considering it's an old game, you can't really blame them, and it looks like we reached the end.
We did it!
Way to go, Tails!